Welcome back to Daytona, everybody. Think about this. You're a player in a major league sport, and everybody's running around saying your success is the only thing that's going to save this sport. That kind of pressure has only been felt by Dale Earnhardt Jr. And over the last couple of races, he has lived up to all expectations, and now he finds himself on the verge of making the chase.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is riding a string of 3 solid races in a row, with 2 top 10s at Michigan and Loudon.
There you go, man. Still got help with you. Good job.
And an 11th place finish at Sonoma. Little E is now just 3 points out of chase contention and heads into Daytona looking to build on those strong finishes. And whether it's an exhibition race,
Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the 2008 Budweiser Shootout
in the Nationwide Series,
Dale Earnhardt Jr. scores his 21st NASCAR Busch Series victory.
or the biggest race of the year, Jr. knows how to win at Daytona.
The legacy continues. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the 46th Daytona 500.
Jr. came close with a 2nd place finish at the 500 earlier this season.
That's good strategy. I appreciate the car. Y'all did a hell of a job.
And with his history at the July race, checkers are very much possible.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. leads the way.
In 10 trips to the 400-miler, Jr. has yielded 6 top 10s, including 5 consecutive from 2001 to 2005, 3 top 5s, and 1 trip to victory lane. That win was one of the most memorable and emotional of his career.
This is the first Winston Cup race here at Daytona since Dale Earnhardt was killed in a crash at the conclusion of the Daytona 500 back in February.
In honor of your father, what would it mean to you personally to win this race, Dale?
Well, I know he's had a lot of success here, and I'm looking forward to maybe having the same kind of success. I really like this racetrack. It's one of my favorite tracks, and the win here would really mean a lot to me and the rest of the team as well.
180,000 on their feet, screaming wildly. Here they come, turn 4, final lap of the Pepsi 400. Michael Waltrip in second, but it's going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. using lessons learned from his father to go from 6th to 1st and score the victory in the Pepsi 400.
That's unbelievable.
You've learned a few things through the years, though, haven't you, from certain people?
Yeah, he was with me tonight. I don't know how I did it, but he was there, and Michael helped me. I guess we're even now.
Now, history tells us that during this race to the chase that only 1 or 2 drivers will drop out in the last 10 races before the chase, meaning there's not much room in the end. But if anybody can make it up in, right now it looks like Dale Earnhardt Jr. has the momentum on his side. Let's go now to Hermie Sadler, who's standing by with Little E.
Yeah, man, and before we even get to this, obviously seen by the footage, you won some pretty cool races at Daytona. But where does last night stack overall as far as not just at Daytona, but big wins in your career? I know it meant a lot to you.
Yeah, I think it ranks right up with that old race we was just watching from 2001. It was pretty neat, you know. I just felt like a piece of it, a part of it, you know, and their whole deal was bigger than me, and we just come down here and wanted to have a little fun and race, and I like winning with Tony Jr. and seeing him happy, and everybody else on that team needed to boost. I mean, there's just such a good storyline, so I was glad to be in the middle of it and be a part of it.
And you said after the race last night, no more 3 for you. Is that a done deal? Being especially that you put that car in victory lane.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe no more. So people can say whatever they want or debate, or I won't ever reconsider it.
Let's talk about the Cup car now. You know, good last couple of weeks for you guys. Got yourself in contention for the chase. Now, people ask you for the last year, what's been wrong with you? Now I'm going to ask you, what has turned it around all of a sudden? Why the recent surge, and can you keep it going?
Well, I don't really know what we're doing different. We've been working so hard as a team, and there's so much commitment. Lance is doing such an awesome job. He has a hell of a support cast, and we're just starting to finally, hit a little luck here and there too. We've been pretty fortunate in some situations, but we're unloading some good cars. That's helping us a lot when we're not having to really work that hard and search hard throughout the weekend. Just unloading a fast car, man, you know how that makes such a big difference. And that's what we did in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Has helped us. Hopefully we can keep it up. You know, that's, to me, you know, we got a long ways to go as a team, and we don't never need to be satisfied and complacent, and we just need to keep the tempo up as far as how hard we're working, because it's paying off.
And let's talk about National Guard on your car tonight. You guys had a neat event on Wednesday night honoring 8 special guys, and, you know, the paint scheme tonight's got a lot to do with those guys. Tell us about it.
Yeah, the Guard brought in 8 soldiers with that were involved in 8 different missions with some amazing stories. And they represent the entire Guard. Obviously, they're here this weekend enjoying the races and all. And we had a special paint scheme designed by a friend of mine, Tucknut, from the online racing world. And we're just real proud to have that relationship, to have those guys here after what they've been through. And it's as simple as that. The car looks good, and hopefully it'll run as well as I think it will. We got pretty much the same setup we ran in it at Daytona with a few tweaks, but I feel pretty confident.
Yeah, I was going to say, the next question is, everybody wants to know, you know, is your car good enough to pull the double off? A lot of things are different. We talked about it, restrictor plate, spoiler, but at the bottom line, it's getting in the right place at the right time at the end of this thing.
Yeah. Well, I got, after last night's race, I got about 67 text messages, and one of them, the best one, was from my mom. She said, get the broom out so we can sweep this thing. So we'll see. I'm going to be working hard, and hopefully the weather works out to where the race doesn't get called early, and we can work our strategy like we want to, and be around at the end. And if the car's there like it was in the 500, we'll try to recreate that and get the win this time.
Well, I'll tell you what, it takes a lot to make a car go up front and win, but confidence has a lot to do with it. I saw his guys in the pits. Those guys are confident, and Dale Jr.'s got that look in his eye again. We'll see if he can pull the double off this weekend, guys.